LED for rubbish, or did you use a side loader now?
Yesterday we were in Moscow, and he was in one of the new beds who came out and helped us. We basically need 4 trucks in there on a Thursday when we do Moscow, otherwise we just never, we went up us 5-6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We do about 4,000 bins out of Moscow alone. I did over 900, Wayne probably did about 1,400, Paul would have been probably 12 or 1,400.
Wow, because one time, I think it was last year, I saw this truck. You know when you go to the end of Gladstone Road North and you go over that red bridge? Yeah. It was about 10 past 5 and he was still going down that road past Wingatui and stuff. This truck.
Yeah, well, today once I'm down here, I go into maintenance and do all the streets, all on there, where maintenance street is. Yeah. All Lee Street and all that goes right down. I do all that today as well, so it's a big day.
Yeah.
They don't have any of the bins out, they're all behind cars, so they have to get me a runner. Otherwise they'll never do it. It'll take too long.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. Plus they've got a lot of shit in their bins, they're idiots, they've got a shit drying everywhere. Basically, just don't care, right?
Yeah. Is one of the new glass trucks, what are they?
They haven't got any yet. The second they're going up to pick up 4 brand new Mercs from Christchurch.
Oh, so more Mercs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another 4 coming, and then there's meant to be 2 brand new Enos coming, which Paul and Wayne will use.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a spare, and 1056 is meant to be a spare as well, but they haven't put me into the Mercedes or anything yet, so I think they're just going to leave me in 1056, which suits me. I don't care. I'd sooner drive that than any others in the fleet now anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to driving it. I mean, I can basically do anything with the arm and just about grab anything.
Well, the Merc and the 1056, they're basically the same because, they're the same joystick, same arm, except just a different shaped cab, that's all. In fact,
see, this only holds about 500 bins.
Yeah.
1056, I can get to 750 bins in it. There's a big difference, you know?
Yeah. But it looks so small though, but it can actually get a lot in there.
Oh, you can flip around it, don't get me wrong. I drove it about a week ago, and since I've done that, and I've got on it today, I'm a lot more confident, but that's the first time I've driven it for fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
So they can't expect much else.
Yeah.
You know, when you're driving different trucks, it's a whole different setup. Like the distance to your grab's totally different. It's half. I mean, I'll be picking up things from here. That's the difference.
Yeah.
When I'm at 1056, I can pull up to the bins and I'm straight there all the time because I can see everything in the mirror.
Yeah.
With this you can't, you've got to put your head out the window and watch what you're doing all the time.
Yeah.
Because you just can't do it because you can't do it off the mirrors because you can't see.
I play, I have a joystick that's similar to that, a gaming one, and I plug it into the computer and I've got it hooked up. And I play like Australian rubbish truck games and it looks like the rubbish trucks have the same arm and everything, so realistic. And I just practice with my joystick and stuff.
We're going to get that plate fixed for me too.
Oh yeah?
We're going to have a pedal like that.
Yeah.
So when I went and dropped it off yesterday at the place they're going to fix it, I said to the guy, make sure you pedal that back, and he's going to pedal it like that, so it's a bit like that, so don't hook the bins. You get a hammer down and you hook the bins on that.
That one's more like rubbery.
You'll never hook bins on that, but that other one was a steel plate that comes straight up as a gap like that.
Yeah.
But what happens is you hook them under there, and you pull them. Sometimes I just about pull them under the back wheel because you think, oh yeah, you've got them in secure, your grabs are out, and you're going back and you're not concentrating on what you're doing. Sometimes the hook's on there and it pulls you straight under the truck.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. One time, I think it was last year maybe, I don't know. Oh no, it was probably this year. But anyways, no, it was last year. And Marcus, he was doing the rubbish on his LEV. And he had come back from the tip to dump, and then he came back and was finishing his run. And I noticed there was lots of little scraps of rubbish keep coming on the road. I was like, what is that? And then I realised that his back door was open slightly, and there's rubbish hanging there. And I finally told him, and he was like, oh. And he was literally swearing at himself.
Didn't get out and check it. So every time you dump off, when you've closed everything up, you get out and you check it to make sure. Because I've had the same thing. Sometimes when the door closes, if you've got a till or something that goes in there, and it does happen, it'll leave a gap like that, and that's what happens. So when you're finished dumping off, you always get out and make sure that everything's closed properly. That's closed properly. But sometimes we'll get a tin, one of those baked bean tins or something like that, and we'll get in there and it'll jam it and it'll leave it open about that far.
Yeah.
So every time you dump off, you've got to get out and make sure that everything's closed.
Yeah, because
he didn't do it, and that's why.
Marcus had like, it was like big bits of like corn and stuff, and he was trying to. He said, "Is it closed now?" And I was telling him, and it was like, nah. And he was trying to pull it, but he couldn't get it. So he had to shut his door, put the lifter up, and he had to go to the tip, and then he came back. But on the corner of 4th Street, the top on the corner, there's like 3 seagulls hanging around because there's a bunch of scraps all over the road when he kept driving to the tip.
Righto.
And it was only.
We're going to bugger off.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
You don't get weirdo.
Yeah.
Right, mate. I'll see you in a week.
Yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks. See ya.